Good morning, inflatable fans. I hope you're all well. It's day 3 of the Lakes and Lochs trip. Let's go. So we're at Annandale Services. It's just north of Lockerbie. Been really good. We paid £13 each to stay the night, but they've got showers in the block. So, do you know, I've done all 3 of I've done the 3 eshes this morning. Eshes, you know, shit, shower, shave. So I'm feeling really good right now. Princess is still asleep in her van, so I think I'm going to go and get some coffee, because there is a McDonald's in there, and about the best thing you can say about McDonald's is the coffee. And we're off. So we're heading up to Callander, to Loch Lubnaig. I don't know whether I pronounced that right. If I haven't and you're Scottish, let me know in the comments what the correct pronunciation is. But yeah, we're heading up that way. We're going to see if we can get on that particular loch. The nice thing about this A74M on the way to Glasgow is it is quite a nice scenic route, but for me it still doesn't quite feel like Scotland until I get right into the Highlands. That is an impressive looking wind farm up there. Just on the outskirts of Glasgow now, and it's a bit busier. Up ahead in the distance, you can see the Highlands coming into view. Oh yeah, now that's quite a vista. So this is Doon. So we're currently on the A84 heading up to Callander, and I haven't been on this road for quite a number of years actually, but Callander is the first place as a kid I ever came to for a holiday in Scotland. It's always stuck with me. And here we go into Callander. It's all changed from when I was a kid, mind. And what we're doing is we're heading through Callander just to yon side to Loch Lubnaig. A little bit showery at the minute. Tell you what, Raph, a bit calmer than the last couple of days. Now what about this for a setting, eh, ladies and gentlemen? Let me just kind of spin this round so you can see. Loch Lubnaig. Look at that. It's not one of the big lochs, it's just a pretty one. Cars are parked just over there. And this was one of those things that I had in mind for this little holiday, just bobbing around in the middle of a big expanse of water. The last couple of days on Windermere and Coniston have been a bit lively because it's been windy and choppy. But this, I mean, yeah, this is calm. There we go, lovely, bit more rain. Wet legs, wet legs. Should have brought my cag. It doesn't matter too much though, because everything that I'm wearing is quick drying, as has been proven over the last couple of days. It's only a shower anyway. Now remember where we launched. It does look dramatic with the clouds like that, doesn't it, down the valley? Down the glen, sorry, glen. Yeah, it's coming down a bit now. Got to admit, this is a first for me, been out in relatively heavy rain. You look like a paddling Jawa. Well, I think the rain's eased off a little bit. There is quite a bit of blue sky up there. Pardon, Raph? There are a load of birds over there on the water, I'm curious. Don't scare them off. See what they are anyway. Ah, the Canadian geese. So what happened was, as we headed towards them, they started to separate. And so, Raf's gone wide, I've gone the other direction, so we can herd them back up. And I can just make them out now. They're predominantly Canadian geese. There's a few grey lags in there. They're huddled up into a right little ball. I'm not going to get any closer, I don't want to scare them. There they go. We did some good herding skills there. Look at that, back up from where we came with the sun on the mountains. It was good, didn't it? And then this way, in the opposite direction, it's all doom and gloom. We've been saying from where we're parked, load up the kayak with camping gear and head over to this side, it'd be alright, wouldn't it? Plenty of trees to sling a hammock on, and I don't know what the ground's like, it's probably not sodden, but probably could get a tent on there somewhere. Can you see the way the sun's creeping across the tree line? It's horrible this, I don't know how I do it. Horrible.
I don't know whose idea this was.
Ross says I don't know whose idea this was.
It knocked out here. Is it water deck?
Oh, that was a bit rubbish, wasn't it? Floating frisbee. Further. All right, I'll go back.
Not that far.
Not that one too far. Let's see how far I can actually get it from inside the boat, just out of curiosity. Oh, that wasn't too bad. You see all that under the water? I need to be careful, I'm going to get caught on this in a minute. Right, here's a little exercise for you. I've just done it once and it was quite interesting. It was one Raf and I were talking about last night. What you do is you point the nose of your boat at something and then you shut your eyes and paddle. And I did it just for 100 strokes just to see how close I was. In a big open space like this, there's nothing you can hit, so you can just go blind, do it blind. But it's just an interesting exercise to see how balanced your paddle stroke is. I was quite chuffed with mine. Let's see if I can replicate that. So the camera might not catch it quite so well, but just up ahead there's an outcrop of trees. They're just a bit greener than the ones right in the background. I'm going to point the nose at that, just get the boat going, and then as soon as I start counting, I'm going to count to 100, and as soon as I start counting, that's when my eyes are closed. 1, 2, 10, 11, 20, 21, 50, 51, 70, 71, 90, 91, 98, 99, 100. That's not bad actually. And I promise you, I kept my eyes closed for the duration. It's daunting, but in a big expanse like this, as I say, it's not so bad. What I will have done when I upload this in the video, include this in the video, I will have just cut out some of the bulk of the thing, but I'll have gone through each of the 10 so that you know I did it. Yeah, that's not bad. Pretty straight that, I'm quite chuffed with that. Quite balanced paddling. But it's just a good exercise to do, especially if you've got a big open space to play with. And in other news, it has come out rather nice now. The sun's out, I'm starting to dry out a little bit. And I think I might try a live stream. Well, I've just done my first ever live stream. Did you see it? Right, we reached a point now where we've turned round, but we've crossed back to the other side that we launched from, because there's some interesting birds over there. Look, just taking off. And there's a Highland coo in that field, so we thought we'd come for a nosy. Oh, I don't know whether you're going to be able to see that, but it's quite a magnificent beast with big horns. Raf's just made an interesting point about it's good to be aware of just how quick the conditions can change. So you can see now, it's not choppy, but you can see the water's not flat anymore. We've only been out for just over an hour and 10 minutes. And yeah, and now the wind's picked up a bit and the water's got a bit more lively. And the dynamic nature of water is just something to always be aware of. You know, the way weather conditions can just completely change that dynamic. But we're still pootling along nicely, even into the wind, at just over, well, around about 3 miles an hour. Wading through willies again. Quite clear this, as Rafke's just said. It's a bit classier here on the than on the canals, whereas you normally get shopping trolleys on canals. There's a picnic bench under there. Looking at those clouds, we might have timed our arrival back spot on. Because that's where we're getting out. One of the things I absolutely love about Scotland is everything's just so damn big. This is a spectacular one. So we're in Callander now. This is the Falls of Dochart. It's one of those areas where I've always liked to come and have a look. Like, look at that, that's going through with a bit of force, isn't it? Get a kayak on that, eh? What do you reckon, Mr. 80 quid? You'd have a go, wouldn't you? He's just got to get close, Anna. He's just got to get close. Right, we've assessed it. Raph and I are going to go and get the boats. All right, now we've had a bit of fun. Time to get something to eat. So I've brought my lady out to the Cape of Cayley. I've got to admit, I'm quite fancying the haddock. What do you want, love?
Boats. Boats.
Boats. I've seen a boat shop. There's a boat shop. Gotta have a look, haven't we? What a view. Right, we're in Aberfeldy. No, Kenmore, sorry, at the minute, and this is Loch Tay. We were contemplating going out for a bit of a paddle on here because tomorrow the weather's supposed to be a bit worse. However, you can probably tell it's quite rough. That's because it's quite windy at the minute. Let's have a look at that bush, look. You see that blowing around, and this tree here. And Raph and I were just saying, you know, top and bottom of it is we're going to be at the mercy of the wind on that. It's not going to be a pleasant one. Pub! Pub. So this is Aberfeldy. Well, it's been another good day. Been to the pub, had some stuff to drink and eat and all that kind of thing. Time to turn in until tomorrow. Cheerio.